London. If there were such a thing as an instant ulcer, then the first 5 minutes of the National Theatre's production of Network, which opened here on Monday night, would be guaranteed to give you one. This is meant as high praise. The opening scene of this convulsive, immersive adaptation of the 1976 movie about how television hijacked reality is a bravura exercise in tortuously applied pressure. Directed by Ivo Van Hove and starring a fabulous Bryan Cranston in a state of radioactive meltdown, Network may be set in the New York of 4 decades ago, but as you watch the middle-aged newscaster, Howard Bale, Mr. Cranston, preparing for his nightly television appearance, you feel the overwhelming anxiety of a toxic 21st century day at the office. You know, one of those mornings when you've arrived late and cranky, and everyone and everything in your technology-driven workplace seems out to get you. Giant numbers, counting down the seconds before airtime, are projected onto the walls. Functionaries and technicians gather around Bale like crows to carrion. And images, a churning throng of visions, silly and somber, of a world in tumult, keep multiplying all around you, like some superbug breed of amoebae. This is theater as assault and battery, and like many of the best current examples of that genre, it's only an amplification of what you regularly experience in an age when external stimuli outstrip the human ability to process them. It's all enough to make a beleaguered body feel, and if you know your network, you can finish this sentence, as mad as hell. Mr. Van Hove, the visionary international director who set Broadway shivering with his hyper-intense productions of Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge and The Crucible, is an artist who thinks with his gut. And in collaboration with the designer January Versweveld, his longtime partner in aesthetic demolition, he has found vivid, viscera-tugging stage equivalents for the anger and displacement that infused a wild-eyed movie now regarded by many as prophecy. That's the cinematic satire that took home a clutch of Oscars in 1977 for telling Americans that their souls were being cannibalized by big television and the bigger corporations behind it. Directed with high bombast by Sidney Lumet, with a fulminating script by Paddy Chayefsky, Network tapped into the populist rage of a post-Nixon society, suspicious of all authority and stressed to the end of its tether. It seems safe to say that such emotions are very much with us again, if they ever really went away. And when it's in sensory attack mode, as opposed to podium lecture mode, this revamped Network, piously adapted from Chayefsky's screenplay by Lee Hall, feels as pertinent to our time as it did to its own. True, the monster television that Chayefsky condemned, in which minds were numbed and massaged through a central household set, looks kind of puny these days. Most homes are now filled with multiple screens, which record and transmit as well as receive images, turning daily existence into one big reality show. But without resorting to obvious technological anachronisms, Mr.